Watch this.
Pray to whoever you pray to. Comment section be like, why don't you use a Dremel tool? What's that? Oh yeah.
Oh, I almost have old when I get up. Even though I do.
What's up everybody? FSC Trucking. We're gonna start this video in the shop. This project, this chapel trailer, soon to be merch trailer, has been a project, well, since the day we got it, back when it was sitting in North Bend, Washington State. It obviously came with the Ford CL 9000 Cabover we got. We were really after the Cabover, but the trailer came with it, so we wound up taking it too. What we've been doing with this trailer is dealing with the fact that it was sitting in a very moist climate up in Washington State. It was sitting at the TA North Bend, Washington, and you know, Seattle, it rains a lot, so anything metal will obviously rust or oxidize. The fifth wheel plate, or the upper fifth wheel plate, whichever where the kingpin is, came out and it was a real nasty situation with that thing. So we've been working to try to redo it, make it better, because, well, replacements, not available. So we just had to make do what we got. So we cut all the rusty crap out, redid it, and now we're ready to put it in. But we had to deal with a couple of problems with this trailer. So let me go ahead and show you what the problems were and how we plan on solving it. Now under here, I'll peel this back a little bit, you can see what we were doing. Under here, these pieces were cracked, but it didn't crack completely, it just has some stress fractures in it. Now the aluminum is heavily oxidized and welding would be a problem. So we caked it real thick with the same paint we did on the step deck, same paint on this. The idea was, especially with this door being cut in here, to be able to fish plate it, to not only have this piece, which is compromised, but this outer piece, which is 4 inch tall, 3/8 inch thick. In the notches, we also laid more aluminum, 3/8 thick, 3/8 thick. So that'll come on the outside portion. You'll see the original trailer, the spacer, and then the outside piece clamped down. In addition to that, the fifth wheel, when it was new, only had a portion from here to here that bolts to this, and that's where all the weight and the pulling and stopping characteristics come from, was literally all of this down to this piece on the side, which was rusted and gone. We put a new piece, but we extended it a lot further to reach all the way under the door. So this way, this aluminum now has reinforcement from the outside piece of aluminum, the 2 strips that cover inside this notch on the bottom and the top, and steel from the fifth wheel plate. On this side is the same thing, but this side of the trailer was not cracked at all. In fact, on the other side right here, these rivets, they were bolts on the other side from previous work that was done, where these rivets were ground down, pushed out, and they put nuts and bolts in here. So what Chris is doing right now is he's cutting or drilling the piece that fits in this notch right here and this other one down here. We're not going to have to put that 4-inch piece of sandwich on the outside, because all we're doing is using those plates to sandwich this material. This is not cracked, so we don't need that big outside piece. When we're done with that, this gets lifted up and then drilled. All these holes get drilled into that steel. That's probably where the fun's gonna begin. All right, so now you know what's gonna happen. Now we just gotta do it.
just right on the end. You got it. All right. All right, go up a little. Hold it. Up a little.
Well, I could try to let it down a little and then pull it back. Or do you want it just bottle jack it?
I'm going to be safer.
All right, just leave it there. But you like how it is over here?
Yeah.
It's still down here.
Judging by the line, you know,
Yeah.
underneath.
But this is still down
That's
a lot.
that's the way that side is too.
Yeah, so
I'm afraid if we go jacking with it too much, we'll lose what we got. Yeah, it could come down and tilt back.
I think that's the answer. Because I purposely came in nose down so we can get it in there easier. Let me try that once.
I don't know how I screwed that up so bad.
That one's in and that one's out. Probably just reversed it.
Well, I had it up in there and I reached in there and marked it. I don't know.
It's all spinning.
You take these off?
Yeah, maybe. I think I gotta come in because it came back a little. Watch finger. Going forward. Okay.
That's better. It still needs to tip up. So maybe do it again.
It's gotta come in again.
Yeah.
Hang on.
That's pretty close. I think we can work with that.
Forward? Where are you looking at? The dirt line?
Yeah. And we're up in the back.
Okay.
But we can still be put back just to be safe.
Yeah.
This side's up tight.
Alright. So is the back, that long piece of steel on that side, that's in where you want it, ish?
In here?
Yeah.
Close, yeah.
Right. So clamp the very back of the steel. In other words, try to make a hinge with the clamp. That'll bring it up on the front.
right.
I'll raise it up.
Yeah, keep going until it stops. We're there. We're there.
That's it?
We are picking the trailer up.
Yeah, like.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, good.
We're right on the line.
Good. Where's the end of the steel? That ends there, okay. So that's the first one.
Well, it still comes back to here. I think we'll add some later.
Yeah. Well, for now, just start right there.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, we can see how it's bowed out. We
Yup.
can walk it down. There's the impact and stuff over there.
Oh, you can smell the drill, Chris.
Already.
It's working, but it got plenty hot the last time I used it. All right, so what I just did is I drilled the 2 holes. Obviously, Chris already had it done through the aluminum. I just finished up through that steel that we just got done putting up in there. Well, I got 2 holes done, and I started rolling smoke out of my drill, so. Well, that certainly don't help. Yeah, my drill gets hot, your drill gets cold. How about that?
That's weird.
Kind of funny when you think about it. There's only so many ways to make drilling holes look cool. We might have to take what's left of your drill that has good working motor, but no chuck, and my good chuck and a motor that...
Take your clutch.
Yeah, I think we're... Let that drill there, see if we can cobble 2 drills to 1.
Anything to get behind. I would think this hole. There's the problem. It's dirty.
that what we need
Well,
to
that's
do?
your,
This is yours.
yeah, so mine is shot in the back. So that's the part that it drives.
I didn't think I was
So-
going to come out, so I took all these out.
Yeah, so the motor,
I'll leave that
if
alone.
you can take yours apart in the same manner, hopefully that'll bolt on. All right, so the idea of taking two Milwaukees apart to make one didn't exactly work. But Chris found this old antique that I had from many years ago. It literally was my heavy duty drill. There's a reason for that. My grandfather gave my dad an old drill, and it was kind of more of a light duty drill for smaller stuff, weaker stuff, wood, aluminum, that kind of crap. Variable speed and reversible. That sucker right there was what I used for heavy stuff. Is that at least variable speed? That old Black & Decker? Yep. But not reversible. So what I've been doing in the process, just to get it all bolted in for time that we could get the forklift back. We got other things we got to go run and do today. But I wanted to try to zigzag them up. That way when I'm gone, Chris can finish this up. He's been working diligently on the other side. But we're down to one drill. And it's been the communal drill. But that's all right, because after today I got to go get loaded. Although I haven't gotten a phone call yet saying when, but so until then, I drill holes. Well, today started, I thought it was going to be a kind of easy day today, to be honest. I got back last night with Orwell. We just ran up a load out to Minneapolis, or up actually Rice, Minnesota, past Minneapolis. Got home late last night, went home, got everything settled. Came in this morning. Now, when I got home, I had backed the trailer up onto the apron, and I texted Chris this morning first thing. I'm like, hey, just grease the trailer, check it out, make sure everything's good to go. We were waiting on another load, potentially to go out east with it. And I also had a problem with my wiring. My bumper had a short in it, so 4 chicken lights worked, the rest did not, and they were all on one side. That seemed to be, well, that was going to be an easy fix. It was kind of nasty out today, so I'm like, all right, let's pull the truck partly inside. Had Elaine sitting inside here, right here. In fact, the PT pump for Elaine is sitting right there. It's out. A couple pieces are out, so Elaine is down, and I figured it's probably not a good idea to block up the bay, but I rolled the dice. Didn't play out so good. Chris goes underneath to check the bumper, fix the lights. I should have had the camera running for his reaction. It was not good. So we were planning on doing front springs on Orwell in a couple of weeks. No, we're starting it now. We don't have a choice. Now we have to do springs. We'll show you why. Now, I've often made the joke, it's not really a joke, it actually turns out to be true. The best inspection tool for any truck is a grease gun. Because while you're underneath it greasing all the different components and things that need greased on these, you're looking at things, you're noticing things. Well, in this case, he wasn't greasing it, he was underneath it working on wiring. And something just was staring him right in the face that apparently it broke between Rice, Minnesota and here. And I had written it off in my head as simply a busted shock. See them U-bolts hanging down? They're not supposed to hang down. The U-bolts broke. Now at first glance, it looks like there's a couple of spacers missing. There's a piece that goes over the spring. There's two like a spring stack, like spacers. Those are gone. The piece on the top that helps the U-bolts wrap around, those are still there. That's the shock absorber bolts onto. Now driving home last night, I hit a bump, but it always felt like it was the bump on the passenger side. And it felt like the tire was bouncing a lot more than normal. I just thought it was a busted shock. I figured, okay, we'll just order shocks, we'll put them on when we do the spring job here in a couple of weeks. And we just happened to, Chris just happened to find that right there. So it's a good thing we go over the stuff before we send them back out when we come back in after a couple of weeks. But that's pretty scary. That's a pretty scary piece that can break. 2 U-bolts and possibly that bolt that holds the spring stack together. I think that probably sheared off too. So got a hold of Peterbilt, working on getting parts. So at this point, really all we could do right now is start taking it apart and determining, well, we already know what we need. So at this point, all we do is take it apart and figure out how long it's gonna take for parts to get here. Well, that's the scenario. Let's get working. Now, as coincidence would happen, we knew that this job was going to be a thing where we had to hold Orwell up to take the springs out of it. So a couple of weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, again, this was planned, it didn't plan on being as fast, but it worked out really well. We ordered a 22-ton jack, a pneumatic one, that we don't have to crawl into trucks no more with the hand crank 'em pump jacks anymore. And then we also got these large jack stands to go with it. I was able to get them as a kit. That way we got a price for both, so the stands and the jack. Like I said, we're planning on doing this job, just not today. All right, well, let's try it out. Look how nice and pretty it looks. Yeah, that ain't gonna last. All right. Jacks have it. The stands, I mean.
All that cracking.
What's that?
What was all that cracking and popping?
probably not happy having no weight hanging on it.
I'm about to do it again. I'm gonna do it again.
I got it. Ready?
Yeah.
The tires are almost on the ground.
I'll let it all out and see what it does.
Yeah. Well, Chris, I'm here to tell you, since I've owned the truck, this is the first time that the axles, the springs, were not holding the weight of the truck.
It's been unloaded. Yeah.
It's the first time in the 4 years I've owned it.
Yeah. And who knows? Yeah.
And who knows how long it's sat that way since. Or prior.
Good.
I'm content with the way the stands are sitting.
I like it. Yeah. All right. I'll get the wheels on.
Chris!
I know it. I saw it. We still got
Hey, I
it.
think it's out. He almost finished the line again.
I saw it.
That legit is the third time he set the tire on the air hose so he couldn't get the air hose out. Oh man, that's funny. Glide on the water.
These ain't been off since I put them on, have they?
No.
There's two of them was kind of loose. And I torqued them. Guess that's why you're supposed to recheck them.
Well, that's why I was loose. Snug's cracked.
How can you possibly see that?
Right there.
Holy crap. Somebody's looking out for you.
Grab that light.
Somebody is looking out for you.
Oh, that's just one broke. See, that's... Look at that. Oh man, look at this. That one's fractured too.
Didn't you?
Right there.
Maybe time for all of them.
Yeah, that's what we're
Didn't
gonna
you
do.
change studs in this before?
Other side. This side I never did. The other side, because it broke 2 or 3 of them. Yeah, those are original. See, they're still blue. Yeah, look at that.
Wow.
And this one's fractured too. Get a hammer.
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, I have to hammer, dude. Just grab with your hand. It's like...
Did you just pull up?
Here, hold the... I'm trying to...
Oh, I see.
There you go. Hold that. Yeah. 2.
What did we say? Everything happens for a reason.
Yes, sir.
There's another
All
one.
right, 10 rights. Might as well pull that all the way off. All right. You can see that gap in there where them pieces used to be. It's already split.
Watch this.
probably ain't gonna get the jack out now. That is the first time in at least 4 years that this whole thing was unsprung. Look at that.
Now the jack's still holding it up.
Yeah, that's what it is. The jack is all the way down. It has more to go. Still need a bottle jack, just get the damn big jack out.
It's just unnerving seeing a truck sit like that.
Oh yeah.
With all that up here.
Jack's free. Under the floor?
Yeah, a little more. All right. There it is. The U-bolt's riding up on top.
Yeah. Like somebody thinks it's just leave underneath there to catch it.
Yeah. Look, remember what I said about the centering pin?
Yep.
Look at the gap between the leaves. The
Oh
bottom
wow, yeah.
there's no centering
Let me
pin.
grab the camera and show that. You see that gap right in here? The spring's just separated. It's supposed to be a bolt holding that stack together.
You'd see more of a gap under here, but that U-bolt's up on top. Of
Yeah.
the
That's all it's hanging on is that one U-bolt. So one U-bolt survived or stretched. The back of the front one completely broke. Yeah, I broke it.
You're hard on stuff.
Apparently so.
These brackets here were unavailable. Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm being told. He's talking about these brackets right here. Bolts to the frame, that's got to come off. There's a bushing in there that's got to come out to replace it. So, long story short, today's Thursday. Some parts will arrive tomorrow. No parts arrive tomorrow. Monday, some parts, maybe all of them. Tuesday, for sure, we'll have everything. So that's kind of where we're at. So right now, the best we do is take one side apart, and that's it. Because you use the other side together to help angle and hold, support all this stuff. Otherwise, you did both sides, it's going to hold the axle in the truck. It just wants to move around and wiggle and be somewhere else it's not supposed to be. So, yeah, there we are.
I've done it with a transmission jack with the right adapters and
Yeah.
hold the whole axle. Still getting everything squared and lined back up is not worth the hassle.
Shoot, we're lucky to have 44 tons worth of jack stands.
Pretty good timing.
Yeah, that worked out good. And I figured we'd get another 2-3 weeks out of this. I didn't. Yeah, all because Chris wanted to fix my bumper.
Because the damn
Chicken lights.
Them damn chicken lights.
Chicken lights.
Saved the day.
Safety. Chicken lights for the safety win. Whoop whoop. I remember when we did this on my 379. The hood's open. There's nothing there. There's no springs or nothing. It's like there's this huge section of truck missing.
Yeah.
Like, where's my truck?
It's freaky looking.
Yeah.
To me. Like that's not supposed to look that way.
Wonder how much taller this thing's gonna look with the new springs. It's gotta be.
Oh, yeah. If those are original.
Them are
yeah,
40-year-old springs.
It's going to sit up higher. Usually that one wears out faster because the torque into the motor.
Yeah. Oh, that side's the saggy side.
Yeah.
We're just doing this side first because this is the side that broke first. Only crappy part is that shock bolt on the top shock bolt.
Where is it?
top of the frame,
Why?
under the cab.
Why?
Well,
Why's it gotta be up there?
next to the motor. And those bolts, like the back ones, man, you gotta heat them nuts.
Yeah.
Because I broke 2 of them. I'm sure you see my fix. I broke 2 of them. Now these stock ones, you have to heat them.
That's common.
I didn't know. First time I put an impact. Whoops.
I usually cut the eye and get the shock out of the way, and then I get everything good and hot.
Yeah, well, 2 I fixed my way and 2 I learned. Have to do that then.
I don't know, the bottom shoe's kind of thin.
Well, if it's time to go, it's time to go.
1/4 inch.
If it's on the skating edge, then send them out. Like to the dumpster. Well, we needed a good shop video, Chris. Here we go.
Yeah, I think the bones were here. That's what you got left to the rivet.
Yes. What is the official
1/4 inch.
1/4 inch?
Most of your drives will have wear indicator. It'll be, the pad will be set in
Right.
right at the 1/4 inch line
Oh, okay.
as a wear indicator. These aren't like that.
Right.
Like your drives are. An angry DOT guy could make a point of that.
Yeah. Well, they've been on there for a while, like probably 2-3 years. I don't know, in my opinion, we have it apart. I mean,
Do it now.
we're gonna take the hub off anyway to press studs.
Do it once and be done with it.
Yep. Here we are. Where's that buckets that Jen sent here?
On that table over there.
Okay, this hand right here.
Ooh.
I'm curious.
Ooh.
They have, that came out of the,
Through the bushing.
through the bushing right into the spring. Hope that one ain't the same.
No, it's not.
Whew. This is what I've known that this kills springs. Now these haven't taken grease in a while.
Yeah, it's sharp in there. But what I've done in a situation like that, put the bushing in and weld it.
Yeah.
Because every once in a while you'll change bushings because it pops in the front end.
Yup.
Put new pins and then you do it and it still pops. That bushing's in there moving around. So you pull the shackle off and weld it.
Yeah, so there's a bushing, which obviously you see is nothing left of this one. These bushings get pressed inside the spring and inside the, I'm gonna call this a frame tab for lack of a better term. And if they don't take grease, the pins will chew up the bushing. After a while, it'll chew through the bushing and start chewing into your spring, which one of these weren't taking grease, so it's pretty obvious would be that one. But we're changing springs anyway.
This thing is going to drive amazing.
Oh yeah.
You've gotten used to the way it was.
Oh God.
You're going to have to learn to drive again.
Pray to whoever you pray to.
If I can't fix it with a torch, I can't fix it. Nobody unbolts these. You always tell them.
Oh, I know. Comment section be like, why don't you use a Dremel tool?
In the second drawer down on the left, third drawer down, a scraper.
Little one?
No, the first one you had, yeah, that one, the putty knife.
Pretty sure I already lit it on fire.
Burn off the excess. Bring that box over here.
Oh good, I put flaming oil in a cardboard box.
I'll put it out.
Truth be told, the injector pump does have a pretty good oil leak to it. So it's oily and greasy, like imagine a 40-year-old truck would be. Smell a sizzle like bacon. I smell it, hear it.
How clean it's going to be when we're done.
So there, they sold the gas. They've been saying that most people can get that propane.
Propane doesn't get as hot.
Yeah. Hello. Oh. She's on the way there setting my truck on fire again. Alright, coming. Fine, that's gonna fall off the truck. This job we were planning on doing in a couple weeks. So he just crawled underneath there to fix the bumper lights on the bumper. He crawled underneath like, oh God. I'm like, oh, what now? And he showed me, I'm like, ooh.
This whole axle was moving.
Could you feel it?
I thought it was just a bad shock on that side. You hit a bump and it jerked real bad, like it, like double bounce.
I'm glad you come home and you found it.
Well, it's an old vehicle. You get used to its sloppy.
Yeah, weirdness.
Yeah.
I haven't got much done.
I remember this stuff. We're pounding and pounding and pounding away on the Ford to no avail.
Yeah. Well, because I thought they were this style.
Yep. What's your plan on catching that spring once that pin clears?
I don't have one.
Well, I guess
It ain't gonna go
your
anywhere.
punch will hold it for
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, it's not gonna go anywhere.
the floor. All right.
Now,
Well, now you set the axle down all the way.
yeah.
Let me.
I'd like to,
Yeah. Well, I'm using the jack as a camera holder, so let me reevaluate that position.
we'll get down anymore.
It's open. Yeah, jack's leaving the axle now. Let me push down on it. Yeah.
Our center pin,
Oh, the center pin followed it.
it's in the aluminum block.
Oh.
Roll it that way. And then out. Come back. Okay, now. Now you got it. You laid the wash under there. Here, you want this rag back?
Sure.
And that's all there is to changing springs. It's not near as hard as what you might think. Oh, I get it. I'm already dirty.
As if I'm clean.
Well,